Can you believe it? It is the final quest video. We are finally done with everybody's bullshit homework.
Except for all the stuff that you probably missed along the way.
No, actually, I followed a guide to make sure I got all the quests.
Oh, God.
Look at you, it's almost like you're trying to be completionist.
I mean, if I was really trying to be completionist, I could... What I would have done is done this in New Game Plus, because, fun fact, there are, like, 6 New Game Plus exclusive dungeons?
Oh, God.
There's, like, 1 for each chapter. Why do these exist?
Also, you would have had infinite bond points so you could have seen everyone's friendship events as well.
I could have. That would have been... That would have been a nice touch. But that would not have allowed for nearly as much fun putting the game in the fate of goons.
I went and I watched Yuki's last, final friendship event, and yeah, it was not worth it. It was literally just a rehash of, like, the bonus video where, like, he shows up to Ko's house and plays video games with him.
Anyway, the SPiKa manager has finally shown up. Apparently, in the process of all of this, SPiKa is not only here in Morimiya, where they were apparently not supposed to be, they have all been separated and attacked by monsters.
Well, that's fun.
I love how you're given the option of just going like, no, they'll be fine, fuck them.
I love the image of this guy just like, oh my god, all of my idols are God only knows where. Are they even alive anymore? Fuck, I don't know. And then one of them finally comes in, and he's like, oh, thank God, Rion, you're alive. And then literally the first words out of her mouth are like, alright, so I'm gonna go run out into danger and try and save them.
We helped the guy turn on his iPhone's, like, weird emergency mode, right? Or do we not need that anymore?
Surely we must have, right?
Yeah, because otherwise, how else are we gonna, like, relay, important news to him? Like, the fact that Rion's still alive? That we may have just found a SPiKa member here in Horaicho?
Anyway, I'm sure that she'll be just fine. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
This seems, kind of pressing.
Yes, she collapsed, so instead of trying to, get her to the hospital, they bring her to the next best thing. a video game arcade.
I suppose, to their credit, at least this area has, like, the barrier devices up, and I don't think we've been to the hospital yet, so we don't actually know if that's safe.
Yeah, I don't know if I would risk trying to transport her in this condition.
Can you even go back to the hospital after Rion's chapter?
No, it is not a field destination. Anyway, this poor woman has ice flame sickness. An extremely creative name for what is apparently a fever and chills.
I think they just call that the flu.
I was gonna say, yeah. I've had that before. It damn near killed me once.
Wow, I can't believe Crow is an Eclipse survivor.
I was gonna say, the only way that whole ordeal could have been made even worse is if I was taken to, like, Chuck E. Cheese right before I, you know, went into the ICU for a week and a half into a coma. Like, yeah, just lay me down in front of the animatronic band. I'm sure they'll give me better medical care than, you know, the Canadian healthcare system did.
I admit I don't know a thing about Canada's healthcare, so
I mean, it very well might be true. Certainly, you would get a better response than the U.S. healthcare system.
100% you would.
At least unlike you two fucks, I didn't have to pay for a damn cent of it. Socialized medicine.
Anyway, it turns out that Sadie finally has a use. She has the other half of this medicine.
Fucking incredible. Tokyo Demonic Parade?
It's like some occult magazine. I've never actually gotten it because it requires you to get, like, 3 different cooking failures, and I don't think I've interacted with the cooking system once since it was introduced.
Yeah, I completely forgot there was a cooking system.
I mean, it was admittedly very funny when it was introduced, but, you know, that was kind of an unintentional thing on the game's part.
I don't know, maybe I'm, like, confusing, like, Star Ocean or, like, another game's mechanic like that, but, like, didn't you have to, like, pair up, like, 2 characters and, like, to do the cooking, and, like, they had, like, various stats about, like, okay, like, these 2 pair well, these ones don't, and...
I think you're just describing the Xenoblade Forge system.
Yeah, gem crafting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably, been sticking in my mind, like...
Yeah, no, this was, no, this game's scene was where, like, what's-her-face? The antique lady told Ko to fucking cook for himself instead of being a lazy bachelor, and then we immediately called Asuka to make us an omelet.
Why do you have wings?
Don't worry about it.
It's an extremely cool new costume. Don't worry about it.
Also, why did Akira have the cat that we gave to the classmate at the end of that one quest?
That is a much better question that I don't have an answer to.
They only had like 2 cat models.
No, that is the same cat. That will be elaborated on.
Wait, really? I hope she doesn't mean she took it from Hitomi's hands while running away.
I was gonna say, like, the other option is just, like, she just came across this random cat on the street, picked it up, and just started running with it from the Eclipse Beasts.
I don't know, I think I like the version of Akira where she just ripped the cat out of Hitomi's hands better.
So, do we not get that little bit of dialogue if we didn't see the scene where Sora lets Hitomi adopt the cat?
I presume, again, I don't know this for sure, but I presume that what happens is it just cuts that little bit and they're like, oh, thank you for saving this cat.
Yeah, like, I'm picturing, yeah, like, literally the contingency just being, like, Akira, where did you find a cat? Yeah, so this chapter is basically just SPiKa finds out what's really been going on, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the rest of this video.
This would also be the point where if the game had any balls, like, you would go and you'd find Reika, and it turns out that she's also a soul device wielder, and, like, that's why, she's just been, like, so freaking aggro against Rion and everyone this whole time. Because she's basically, like, player 3 Asuka at this point between, like, her and Mitsuki.
Sadie, did you buy up all these ice flowers in bulk because you knew we would want some?
I think it's more likely that she bought them and then was like, what do I do with this now? Fuck.
Well, I mean, the woman is allegedly a psychic. She probably saw all this shit coming.
Did she? How much can we really say that we believe anything in her fortunes?
I don't know. Okay, this is your homework thread. Go back and watch all the videos where Sadie shows up and read her fortunes and see which of them came true and which didn't.
If Yakuza has taught me anything, she could still be a hostess right now.
Again, I still can't get over, like, the tableau of that whole scene where the fact that, like, she was literally approaching death's door underneath a banner advertising Reen Cold Steel's extreme fishing.
Excuse me, explosive fishing.
Whatever, do you think I give a shit at this point?
I mean, I don't know how you could not remember the incredible name of Demon Prince Reen's explosive fishing.
Hey, Ardix, when's the game over?
Like 3 more videos?
Fuck.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's when the game's over the first time.
Ugh.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
This is the worst thing you've ever done. Threatened us with even more Tokyo Xanadu.
Threaten? Please, Crow. I make promises.
And this is after Argate dragged us through Future Connected, too.
I mean, that was just bonus, really.
I still maintain that, like, yeah, like, had Future Connected been, like, I don't know, a 45-minute cutscene, it would have been a lot better than, like, a 6-hour, like, actually playable thing.
Yeah, that didn't need to be a whole thing.
Well, now that we know that Xenoblade 3 is happening this year, maybe we'll finally get some closure on the Future Connected.
Yeah, I saw Evil Melia in that trailer, like, I'm intrigued-ish. Oh, now we go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah, so it sounded like a barrier got set up, but someone broke it.
As a matter of fact, we know exactly who broke it. It's the dipshit who's going to appear in like 10 seconds in the cutscene.
It's not Mikaria again, is it?
Good job, buddy.
Again, if this random idiot can turn these things off, like, accidentally, I'm kind of, like, incredibly terrified for the one around the school that Ryota, of all people, is guarding now.
And it sure would have been nice if, for the hospital defense section of Resident Evil 3, like, I got outside help to defend the hospital. These guys didn't even breach the door. Like, they got like, the Wakaba and co. got off lucky.
Again, what's it say that the strongest greeds ever are now not only manifesting in the real world, but they're also apparently befuddled by a barrier that consists of, like, a couple of desks and some office chairs. And maybe a filing cabinet, I can't remember. Yeah, no, buddy, you don't get to talk now. You go stand in the corner and just think about what you did.
I almost thought she was about to run up and slap Rion.
Nah, that's not her style.
Yeah, that would have been the other girl. I can't remember her name.
Oh yeah, Reika absolutely would have walked up and slapped her and be like, where the fuck have you been? Poor Wakaba is too sweet for that.
So I know we haven't gotten Reika's number yet, but I think, like, Wakaba's, like, the only other one that we haven't gotten her phone number.
No, we have hers. She contacts us somewhere in, like, the beginning of Chapter 7. She contacts us.
So then, is it only just Reika at this point, then?
Yeah, no, it is just Reika. The only one we don't have.
And judging by the way this chapter is going, this is going to be a problem that's going to solve itself within the next probably less than 10 minutes.
You ready for some incredible logic from Yuki?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sure. Let's just we can assume the girl going east stayed entirely the course, like right past Acro's tower.
Well, I mean, going to the tower itself is currently suicide. And the abandoned factory is, like, literally, like, the last place in the city that we haven't, like, visited and cleared yet, so, eh.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, from a game perspective, yes, obviously they're both there, but like, yeah, no, that's definitely the first assumption that I had, was like, well, if you line them up on the map, they intersect kind of here, surely they're both there, right?
Makes sense to me.
The only reason that Yuki knows this is because, like, he's actually reading the script of the game.
I would believe that.
Same.
Though, really, like, if Yuki was reading the script of the game, like, I would have thought it would have been better translated at this point.
You think he gives a shit about a proper localization?
Please, if anything, Yuki is one of those people who demands, like, a purist translation.
He will not have the honor of his Nakama sullied.
Or the inverse of that, he's, like, actively changing the script just to fuck with everyone because he's a troll.
That's likely. That's valid.
Like, he's the reason why there's, like, 5 different terms for, like, breed of darkness in that one cutscene.
You know, though, that said, he might actually also be the reason that we ended up here, because, like, I can absolutely see him going, okay, wait, we have to go there? No, they went to the same place.
Yeah, no, we are not doing this 4 separate times. 3 is enough.
Frankly, 3 is already too many. Let's just wrap this up.
Yeah, this is, like, definitely in desperate need of a red pen of just, like, and every member of SPiKa was in the same location, period. I was just gonna say, like, you make, like, the pounding on the door thing, and the joke is, like, it's actually Rion.
So what, is she just, like, yelling through the metal door?
That's what it looks like.
Like, the way this whole thing is framed, like, it's clearly supposed to imply they're in danger, like they had somehow broken through the door, and then I guess Falcom just didn't want to make a broken door.
I posit that the hospital scene was supposed to look more like the one in Resident Evil 3 as well, but again, they would have had to make the assets and set it up to make it look like the barricade had been breached.
The game is over in 90 minutes and we've run out of money, okay? I'm honestly surprised they splurged for the door actually moving.
Come on now, you know that all they did was just, like, literally take it and just, like, translate it up. Like, that is not an animation.
Yeah, like, if we took the camera and pointed up, we'd see it clipping through the wall. It's literally the same animation Square Enix used in Final Fantasy VII back in '97 to just get Aerith standing up.
Reika just slaps her anyway out of force of habit.
Also would not surprise me.
She's like Dr. Strangelove, that arm's got a mind of its own. Also, am I the only one who finds it weird that, like, SPiKa's all in their, like, performing costumes rather than just, like, being in their civilian attire for this part?
Do they have civilian attire?
Well, at the very least, Akira and Wakaba do, because we meet them, like, early on in, like, what, chapter 6, when they're looking for Rion.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yeah, they show up at Brick Alley, yeah.
But that leaves the other two unaccounted for.
So now that you've saved us, we're going to go back outside.
It's okay, you guys turned on the emergency siphone modes, so we can at least tell people if we're in danger.
How many more of those magic sticks does Taizo have kicking around? I'm sure we can get, like, each member of SPiKa one of those things too, right?
I don't really get the feeling that anyone other than, like, maybe Reika would actually be any good in a fight, though.
Only one way to find out. Jesus Christ, Mr. Goro looks so out of place in those wide shots with the whole group there. Just this weird, creepy, random 30-year-old hanging out with a bunch of teenagers.
That was it. That was the final quest. That is all of Tokyo Xanadu's bullshit has been finally squared away. What am I even looking for here? I don't even know. I don't actually know why this section didn't get cut. Ah, well, whatever.
I like that one of Yuki's accessories is a magic deck.
Yeah, he would be that kind of shitty nerd, wouldn't he?
So yeah, this is it. This is the actual for real point of no return. And I suppose since the game insists, we will make a new save file, but we don't need it. We're ready to go.
Well, it took its sweet time getting here. Alright, let's go punch God and or Shiori right in the nuts.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Does Shiori even have those?